Most people look at a pre-built desktop and expect a compromise somewhere, but this machine is trying to change that narrative. It is packing the new RTX 5070, and honestly, seeing that Blackwell architecture in action is something else. The jump in performance is noticeable immediately, especially if you are coming from an older card. It handles heavy ray tracing without breaking a sweat, which is exactly what you want when you are pushing high settings on a modern monitor. Now, the processor inside is the Ryzen 7 8700F. It is an 8-core chip that hits those high clock speeds when things get intense, and for multitasking, like having a stream running while you are deep into a AAA title, it just stays responsive. You are getting 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, which is pretty much the sweet spot for gaming right now, so you won't be feeling that bottleneck anytime soon. The 2TB drive is a nice touch too, because let's be real, modern games are massive, and you fill up a smaller drive before you even know it. What stands out though is the cooling setup. MSI went with 4 fans here, 3 pulling air in from the front and 1 pushing it out the back, plus an air cooler on the CPU. It keeps the noise levels surprisingly manageable, even when the GPU is working hard. The design is clean and simple, which is a nice change of pace from some of the more aggressive, over-the-top cases out there. You can cycle through the RGB lighting with a dedicated button on the chassis, which is a small detail, but it saves you from having to dive into software just to change the vibe of your desk. If there is a downside, it is that the case is fairly standard in terms of its footprint, so make sure you have the desk space for it. Also, while the air cooling is effective, some might wish for an AIO liquid cooler at this price point for a bit more thermal headroom during long sessions. But look, for someone who wants to plug it in and start playing at high frame rates without worrying about building it themselves, this thing is a serious contender. It feels solid, it performs exactly how you would expect a machine with these specs to perform, and it doesn't try to be anything it isn't. It is just a straightforward, high-performance rig that gets the job done. If you are looking for a reliable way to jump into the latest generation of graphics without the headache of sourcing parts, this is definitely one to keep on your radar.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.